Well, for me, this here gets, fairly, I don't know, you can call it fun or complicated, whatever words you wanna use, but for me, I gotta figure out how to make this thing, squared up. I don't know if you can see, but here there's a crack, like, I don't know, 6 inches into it. Here there's a crack like a foot into it. So somehow, I had to come up with a plan of getting 6 feet out of this board slab. I think it's plenty long enough. Don't want to walk. So we're going to go from that point to this point. Gonna make it 6 feet. That'll get me past this crack, and we'll end up with one knot in it that I didn't want. So then I want to figure out 16 inches. I'm going to cut this off. I think I'm going to go with 16 inches to the narrow spot. Sure don't look very wide. Before I do the cut on it, I'm going to go down to my house and remeasure my bed. I can cut it time and time again as long as I'm cutting it to be shorter, but I don't want to have to domino it together, which I can. I have the tool, but I'd rather not. So I'm going to go inside of my square. There's a lot of different ways to do this. The way I'm going to do it is get me a couple screws. Pick me a spot here that I like. That's it right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to the outside. There's a lot of people that do this probably a whole lot easier than me that does it every day. I don't do it every day, so I gotta figure out some way to cheat or whatever you want to call it. You know, I think I've got it laid out pretty well. Kind of scary. Might have the wrong tip. So what I'm going to do is just wrap this a couple times. Put me a little 1/2 inch in her. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of measuring. See where I come out. Yeah, 16 there. It's 16.5, 3/4. Here it's 17 3/4, so I've gained 1 3/4 inches. I could go this way, but I don't like it because I'm going to cross my grains. And you can see the clear sanded spot. I'm going to cross the grains, and I don't want to cross the grains. So I think I'm going to go with it right there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rip this whole board. And then I'm gonna keep this piece, this 10-foot length, so I can stash it up on top with all my other ones. In case I ever need a piece that length, I'll have it. And, it's really nice. I'll have some longer, well, this would be what I'll probably have to make a 2x6 out of it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our little arrow right there. We'll make one right here. Make it so I can see them. And then, and that just looks pretty good. So I think I'm going to cut this long one, and then I'll square over and cut the sides. Move a few items out of the way here. Pretty big process. Somebody asked me the other day why I was making all small stuff, not doing no big projects. And I did quite a few big projects there for a week or two. You seen them on the page. I done my bar at the office, and then I done 2 big bars down in the man cave. So, then I've got some more big projects here to do. Sometimes it's just kind of fun to do some small stuff. I think I'm gonna put a clamp on this just to make sure I don't flip it off. Not very familiar with these clamps, and it's got them the other day, so. Then we just got to get a couple big tracks out. I can get by with a smaller piece, so I don't stick it all out on the floor in my way. Don't need that long. All right, well, I'm gonna stop this video and go do something else, and I'll be back in a while. Catch you later.